Welcome to Chillin' 101. We hope this video helps.
You start by making the drive safe. Power off the host, unplug the enclosure, and discharge static by touching grounded metal. Once done, inspect the case. If it has screws, remove them with the correct Phillips. If it has a latch, depress and slide. You do this now because forcing an enclosure can damage tabs or the SSD connector. Make sure to keep screws in a tray and work on a flat surface. This prevents losing tiny parts and keeps the SSD oriented for the next steps. With the case open, locate how the SSD attaches. Some sit in a bracket, others on a small PCB. You should remove mounting screws or depress retention clips, then slide the drive straight out along the connector axis. Twisting can bend pins. If there's a cable or little PCB bridging solder to USB, make sure to disconnect that first so you don't pull solder joints. You do this carefully to protect the M2 edge or SATA connector and to preserve the enclosure parts for reuse. Once the SSD is free, either reinstall it into a new adapter, store it in an anti-static bag, or mount it internally. When reassembling, follow reverse steps and torque screws gently. Over-tightening can warp the drive. After reassembly, plug the enclosure into a working USB port and power it up to confirm detection. If the drive isn't recognized, make sure the cable and port supply data and power, inspect connector pins for damage, and try the SSD directly in another adapter.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.